Oh, I'm dying. I am actually dying right now. Of all the diseases, all the STDs, just all of them. Okay. Now let's see if this is working now. I should probably figure out how to actually, like, stream properly instead of being a dick. That's what I equate it to. I'm just a giant fucking asshole. Hi. I'm gonna be sharing this. Oh, my volume's on. Hold on. No. There we go. Okay. Hi. I just realized I hit 9K. Well, I realized it a while ago, but I realized I didn't do anything special for my 9K on my Twitter account. So this is what I'm doing. I don't like PESTERQuest. Despite being a Homestuck fan, I actually have a lot of issues with it, and I really don't like it. But this is what we're doing now, so, cope, I guess. I don't know. I'm just making sure everything's good here, and then I'm gonna, I'm gonna share this to my Twitter account, let people know I'm homestucking on main right now. Okay. Oh, my throat is so groggy right now. I'm sorry if I make gross throat sounds. Okay, we're gonna start. I've already played through the entirety of I played through it while the chapters were coming out, so it was a while ago. So we're just gonna go, like, blah, 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 and then blah, 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 blah. Just a heads up, I guess, in case there's some people who aren't okay with it, I will be using he, him pronouns for, the Egbert character, who I'm gonna call John. But if you're not cool with that, you don't have to watch the stream. It's totally fine. Anyway, cool. Let's rock. Sorry for party rockin'. Oh, for people who don't know PESTERQuest, basically, this is a follow-up to the ending of a previous game made by the same team called Hive Swap Friend Sim. Oh, is my fan cam in the way? Or my fan cam, oh, hold on, I gotta label it. I almost forgot to. Soundtrack goes hard, though. I can appreciate the soundtrack. Okay. Sorry, I just realized I didn't label it. People didn't know. I gotta make it clear. That's my face. I know you guys have been waiting on a face reveal for a while. There it is. Just for you. It's been a long time coming. You clicked- oh yeah, I forgot that this motherfucker- ugh. I hate the Homestuck epilogue, so I'm just gonna get really fucking heated and pissed off about it the entire time. You click to the last page of the Homestuck epilogues, you read it, then you read it again. You scroll down to the next little selection and find nothing. The little blue arrow you crave is nowhere to be found. What the fuck? Are you serious? What kind of ending is that? Absolutely no- I'm surprised that the MSPA reader is, like, angry at this and not angry at, the entirety of it. That's the most unrealistic part of this entire game, the fact that, MSPA reader doesn't get fucking angry about how bad the epilogues are. But of course they wouldn't, because the fucking Homestuck team is too busy writing their own dick. No, it's not pre-recorded. I'm recording myself, that's my face. Why would it be pre-recorded? That's literally just me. Okay. God, you have to words. Okay, I don't fuck. Can I just skip through this entire intro part and just get to the meat of the game, which is the fucking characters? Because I don't give a shit about Doc Scratch. I don't care. Oh, god damn it. You know what's happening. You know some more. You need to get out of here before this place goes up in flames. Survival now. Yell about unsatisfactory narratives later. With that in mind, you leave behind this ridiculous altercation, trampling a pile of notes and photographs underfoot as you make a run for the fenestrated wall. See ya, suckers! You sail through the feet first, bracing for the smell of overturned earth and the sight of the twin Alternian moons. Man, it's gonna be good to see your friends again, especially now that you're armed with all this canon knowledge. But what surrounds you is not Fozzer's corpse field. It's a whole lot of nothing. Are you lost between the worlds or something? Wait, no, you see a glimmer in the distance. I love Shira. You see a glimmer in the distance. Can someone just like edit a tiny little glimmer Shira in the corner where they're fucking running? Like, what the fuck was that sound I just made? Okay. Take me to John, please. I don't care. The light coalesces into the form of a small symbolic house. Hey, you recognize this house. You wonder if you can just sort of... Oh, okay, well, you did that. A barrage of images hits you, broken, chaotic flashes too fractured to make sense of. You just stuck your hand into the most powerful item in this whole narrative, and your body is not taking it well. Bright, sizzling pain hits the nerve center of your brain and radiates out through your extremities. Wow, you aren't a moron. You aren't a comic character. You are meant for this sort of metatextual energy. Oh, you aren't. Sorry. It hurts. It burns. It unravels from the inside out, and then everything goes white. Okay, well, thank you for my oh, okay. I was gonna build up on a joke, but it turns out you don't have to, like, click. So... What a lovely morning. The air is fresh and crisp. It's early spring, probably. You find yourself on the sidewalk in a suburban neighborhood, facing a neat, friendly house. A neat, friendly boy stands out the window on the second floor looking at you. At least you hope he's friendly. Man, you would really like to be his friend. At first you think the boy is looking at you, but instead he appears to be looking at the mailbox, which is stuffed so full that the door is half open. Looks like someone crammed a whole box in here. Helpfully, you pull it out, along with a couple of coupons and envelopes stamped with a green symbol. You give it to the boy. You go to give a boy a thumbs up, but he's no longer at the window. Memory prickles at the corners of your awareness. You feel like you've maybe done this before? While you're standing there... Wait, does that text normally appear? Because I know I played through this entire game one time. Okay, fuck it, whatever. While you're standing there ruminating, a car pulls up. The driver is wearing a hat and a suit, and it's probably the owner of this house and the father of that friendly boy. Oh, shit. You're just standing out here with his mail. You think he's gonna try... Okay. Is there an option to fuck his dad? Is there an option to have sex with the homestuck DILF? I would love that. Like, there's a secret option. You click, like, the corner, and it just cuts to, like, a hardcore... Not wanting to behave like a complete buffoon and draw attention to yourself. You just hide all the mail and stuff behind your back. There's a bunch of envelopes, though, and the box is bulky. So it all sorts of slows out from your grasp like a bunch of dead snakes. The distinguished man in his flawless suit looks at you from across the yard. You can't see his eyes from under the brim hat, but you are absolutely sure he's giving you a look of fatherly disapproval. A bolt of shame goes through you. Wow, this guy is good. He's not even your dad and you're just losing under his disapproval. You expect him to start shouting or calling the cops. You are so obviously stealing his mail, but instead he just keeps looking at you. Does he know you? Is he someone you should remember? Or is this just a platonic ideal of dadliness that crosses time and space, eternal and all iterations of reality? That sounds like some bullshit, though. Though the distinguished man shakes his head, he goes inside of... I cannot read anything, so this is going to be a really painful playthrough for anyone who's watching this. You can't quite put your finger on why, but you have been similarly dismissed. Why isn't there a DILF ending? Fuck! I hate this game. This is bullshit. Why can't I seduce him? Oh, I forgot to fucking... I gotta skip through all that shit again. It's annoying. Okay. Hide the evidence. Quick as you can, you turn around and dump everything into the sewer. Whatever, it was probably all garbage anyway. Who even uses their mailbox nowadays? The friendly and fatherly figure parks his car, climbs out, and tips his hat to you. Then he walks into the house, not sensing a single thing amiss. The perfect crime. Oh, but here comes the boy out the front door. God, you hope he wasn't coming down for the mail. A residential boy appears. I don't I was trying to think of a joke, but I couldn't think of anything. Fuck! Wait a minute. This is not the same boy you saw peeking through the window. It possibly is not a boy at all. It appears to be a mysterious gentleman. You wonder what business this fine, upstanding neighborhood gentleman would have of you. I'm debating whether or not I should do a voice. That would be really cringy if I do a voice.
Hey! I saw you standing out in the
Oh my god, I'm choking on my own saliva. I can't do that. Okay. I saw you standing out here messing with the mailbox. I figured you might be the mailman, even though you're not wearing a mailman outfit. Hold on. I fucked up. Wait, okay. Your outfit is, it's in the laundry today. You're just wearing your mailman hoodie instead. See the symbol? It's the symbol of a mail. Nothing stops the mail.
That's great. I guess it's true after all, that mailmen are completely relentless in their quest to deliver people's mail. You guys are incredible. Speaking of mail, do you know if I got any today?
I'm trying to do like the most fucking stereotypical ass nerd boy voice ever. What? No. What red package? You haven't seen anything like that. No bills, junk mail, nothing at all. The mailbox was empty when you looked inside.
Well...
I didn't mean to snort that. I'm not gonna be able to play through all these goddamn routes. Oh my god. Can I just skip Pfeffery? I don't like Pfeffery. Okay.
Well, I didn't say anything about a red package. Should I be expecting one? Come to think of it, it's my birthday, so getting a package in the mail would make sense. And if it's red, that probably means it's from Dave. He loves red, because it's cool. Oh man, I wonder what he got me.
Nothing. He got you nothing, you say. Isn't he listening? This Dave fellow probably forgot all about his birthday due to being a bad friend, and that's why there's no package, red or otherwise.
What?
Oh, just kidding, you say. You're sure Dave is a great friend who cares about this kid a lot. His present is probably just late, and definitely not slowly sinking in the subterranean river of shit right now.
It's not what? That's a strange thing to say. Are you sure you don't know more about Dave's present than you're telling me?
No, absolutely not. Actually, he should forget what you said about the present being late. He should not be expecting a red package, not now or ever. He should trust you, because all mailmen know about the mail.
Dang, so nothing else? Huh? You said the box was empty? I don't understand. I mean, how is it that is when you deliver mail?
Isn't that how it always is when you deliver mail?
I mean, you're the guy who's supposed to put stuff in there.
Yes, that's right. You are the mailman. The absolute authority over all mail. Which means your word must be accepted without question when it comes to the mail he didn't get today. You double check everything and look thoroughly through your mail bag for anything with that kid's name on it. And came up empty. Sorry, dude.
You have a mail bag? Where is it?
Oh, that old thing? You accidentally dropped it in the sewer before the boy came outside.
Oh no, that sucks. All that mail ruined. Maybe I can help you fish it out?
No, that's fine. Thanks for the offering, fine young Samaritan. But, the government will handle this. There's, like, insurance and stuff for sewer-related postal mishaps.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense, but what if you missed something in there for me? Like a game envelope? Are you totally sure you didn't miss something in there?
Yes, you are sure. You triple checked and didn't see anything with his name on it. Besides, it's really rank down there, very sewery. All the mail has been defouled beyond any hope of salvaging it. Really, it's best not to bother with even peeking inside.
You're probably right, but hey, how do you know there wasn't any mail for me if you don't know my name?
Oh, what? God damn it.
Huh?
Oh, you mean, of course you know his name. Mailmen are the sort of like Santa Claus. They know all the names of all the good little boys on their delivery routes. Oh, okay, wait, that sounded creepy. You really regret phrasing it like that. So it was so completely unnecessary. You just know a lot of stuff as an important government official with lots of I'm not even gonna attempt to say that word, lists and such. For instance, the name of this young man is Zeus. Okay. Damn, why do you always paint yourself into corners like this? All you're trying to do is make a new friend, and somehow manage to bullshit your way through the absolute most challenging version of this conversation possible. Okay, you can do this. This young man's name is... Wow, it could be anything. This might as well have been given some random... He might as well have been given some random-ass name this very day, shortly before you arrived, for all you know. You'll just have to go with your gut and feel it out. A new friendship is on the line. His name is... Wait, no, he's making a bad face. You're on the wrong chat. Oh, he's perking up. Okay, this is good. No, bad face again. It's not Jimmy or Jilliam? That's not even a name. Anyway, yeah, he likes that. John Burmy? Shit, he looks disgusted. Aboard. John Burmy? You can really be quite the fucking idiot sometimes. Jonderson. Wait, he looked pleased for a minute. This hurts. He looks pleased for a minute, and then it looks like he just sucked on a lemon. Jesus Christ, you were bad at this. You were close there. Jonderblint? Oh my god, this bit! I get it! You don't have to go on with the goddamn John Blint for so long. But? What the fuck? Yikes, no. You got it. It's just John. Of course, you don't know what you were thinking. Yes, you do. You were just Those were just goofs. You explained that John Mailman loved goofs. His name is John, you confidently say, as if you had it in the bag the whole time. Your non-existent mail bag, which you told him you dropped in the sewer. Your real bag, where the good shit is, such as your incredible ability to guess someone's name in 5 or 6 tries.
That's right. Wow, I guess it's true.
Oh my god! Are you this fucking stupid? This motherfucker. I would need to, that should be a stream. I should just reread the entirety of Homestuck in one stream. I'll be sitting in this chair for a solid at least, 2 months, but when I hit 10K, I will do that. That's a lie. Don't hold me up to that. I'm not reading the entirety of Homestuck on stream. Mailmen really do know practically everything. Oh, fuck. I didn't do the voice. Okay. You smile. Finally, it feels like this friendship might be starting to click. It was rocky for a while there, as you had to spin an intricate, god damn it. He had to spin an intricate, nearly flawless web of lies to smooth over the fact that you destroyed his cherished personal property. But you're pretty sure you're in the clear now, and you'll never have to justify yourself to him again.
Well, as nice as this all is to meet you, Mr. Mailman, to be honest, this kind of just sucks. I've been waiting for the really cool game to arrive in the mail, but it's been a few days already, and now I'm starting to think it got lost in the mail. It might just never come now, and I'm kind of bummed about it. I had some hope it would show up on my birthday as, a present from no one, really. Just a present out of thin air, I guess. It was going to be destiny or something. Oh well, I guess magic really is as fake as all the scientists say it is. You nod along very wisely. Oh yes, you say. You can kiss that game goodbye. It definitely got lost in the mail, and it's never ever going to be delivered. The Postmaster General just told you a few seconds ago, through your wireless earpiece, which is hooked up to the US parcel mainframe. You tell John he is right to disbelieve in magic. It's fake as shit. It's time for him to get used to the idea that he will never ever play this game, whatever it was. It's probably stupid anyway. Most games are. You should probably try
to get used to whatever kind of life he was going to live from now on with the absence of this dumb video game that I'm sure had no fucking significance over his life.
Yeah, you're right. I think I got too worked up about it. It probably does suck, actually. I think Game Boy only gave it like 2 hats out of 5. It might have been less than that, actually. God, what a piece of shit it probably was. It probably gave me like unending trauma if like all my friends would like become gay. That would be weird. You know, I think I have to thank you, Mr. Mailman. You've really opened my eyes today. I'm just gonna forget I ever heard about that dumb game and try to enjoy my life. Talk to my friends, hang out in my room, and I don't know. Come to think of it, maybe I was looking forward to playing that game with my friends so much because I'm lonely? I'm actually a little embarrassed to admit it. I don't have any real-life friends.
Oh, this is it. This is your in. This boy seems to be jonesing for friendship just as much as you are, and you've laid all the groundwork for becoming his best bro so expertly. You just need to slide right into his life with a few more sympathetic remarks. You actually have a lot of experience with this now. You've made a lot of friends in so many strange places, and with mixed results, or you think you did? Actually, you can't conjure up any of their names or faces right now. It probably isn't important. Actually, let's never speak of this again. What matters most is that you're here now making a sweet new pal named John. You casually mention that this is the end of your mail route and you don't have much else going on in your life. Maybe you can hang out for a while, if he doesn't mind, that is.
You wanna hang out with me? Like, just a mailman and a 13-year-old boy just being buddies.
You shrug, as if you don't care much, but you really, really care.
Normally I would say that sounds a little bit strange and maybe slightly inappropriate. But what do I know? If you were a normal-looking mailman, that would probably be a shitty idea. And I'd get in some trouble with my dad or the authorities or something. And probably so would you. But you seem, like, different, like you aren't even a person. You're kind of just a weird, harmless-looking guy? Like an alien, but not really.
You don't really know what to say to any of this.
Oh man, I'm being so fucking rude. I'm sorry. Yeah, of course we can hang out. But maybe we should, keep this sort of a secret from my dad. I don't know if he would approve of me bringing a stranger into the house, even if you are very nice and sincerely concerned about my mail problems.
That sounds fine with you. Now, you think about it, you still aren't sure his dad didn't see you dumping all their mail into the sewer. He probably didn't, otherwise he would have some words with you, surely. But still, it's a risk you shouldn't be taking under these delicate circumstances. There's a friendship on the line.
Okay, I'm glad you agree. It sounds like we have a sneaking mission ahead of us. Actually, it sounds like it could be kind of fun.
Oh, yeah, it does sound fun. Except maybe slightly triggering since you've done a lot of dangerous high-stakes sneaking in the past that you can't quite remember. But still, fun. Mostly fun. You can't wait.
Yeah. So, how shall we do this? We could either sneak upstairs into my bedroom while avoiding my dad and just hang out up there for a while. Or if that sounds too risky, we could just play outside. I've got some sweet playground equipment in my backyard. What will it be?
Okay, so I don't know. I know I played this when the chapters were first coming out, like 2 or so years ago. Shit, this game came out 2 years. This game came out in 2019. What the fuck? That's weird. Almost like 3 years ago, actually. Ew, I don't like that. But I do remember how to get the right routes. I don't know if I'm gonna get the bad endings at all. I know that you go inside. The bad ending is staying outside. I remember that. It's just like some of I know that the secondary bad ends can be really fucking long, and I want to like get through at least like the main 4 kids in this stream if possible. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna do the bad routes. I'll probably do the bad routes on my own time or something. If I do a bad route, it's on accident, so you know what? It's fine. When you enter the house, an overwhelming odor of freshly baked cake hits you like a punch in the face. Wow, there's also a lot of clown bullshit in this living room. around statues, and you don't have time to take it all in because your buddy John is grabbing your hand and rushing you upstairs before his baking maniac father can emerge from the kitchen and catch you in the act. He slams the bedroom door behind you, and he breathes a sigh of relief.
Ugh. Hard to catch a moment of peace around here. What with an all-adoring father,
Why can't I read this sentence?
With all this adoring fatherly doting and round-the-clock cake production. I feel like I'm suffocating in here, and it's not because of the thick aroma of Betty Crocker products that makes me feel like I'm being gassed in a bakery.
You're not sure what to say. You tentatively lift your arm as if you're about to place it on his shoulder, but you hesitate. Is this an abusive domestic situation? You don't know if you have enough information to make that judgment yet, but you were concerned.
I'm just joking around. I mean, this baking shit is all a bit much. The clown obsession too, but I love my dad. He's great. Sorry, I didn't mean to give you the wrong impression.
That's a relief, you guess. No, not that you weren't ready to jump in and be whatever kind of supportive friend this boy needs. Suddenly you notice a bunch of movie posters on his wall, and wow, these are all really bad. You don't dare say such a thing to your new friend, though. You immediately begin lavishing praise to all of them, especially that one, which appears to be Mac and Me? Oh, for fuck's sake. When it rains, it pours, you guess. Nevertheless, you insist that it is one of humanity's peak cinematic achievements.
Mac and Me? You seriously like it? Personally, I think it's a piece of shit. I just have it up there because, well, I don't know why. Not that I can even defend this film. To each their own, I guess. I'm happy to hear you like all the movies, though. They're incredible. You have good taste. Except for liking Mac and Me, it's complete garbage.
Okay, you admit you got a little overzealous there. Maybe dial it down a notch. You really don't have to try so hard. There's a moment of awkward silence. You hadn't thought this far ahead, and apparently neither has John. There must be something you can do to both advance his relationship. He's starting to look self-conscious now. Poor friendless kid doesn't really know how to entertain anyone in his home, does he? You can see that your friendship is needed more now than ever. You have to step up.
So, what do you typically like to...
Suddenly, something gets John's attention. It's coming from his computer.
Oh, hey, can you hang on a second? My buddy Dave is pestering me.
John settles behind his desk. Do I have to do a Dave voice? I don't want to do a Dave voice. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna have to do Dave anyway. Dude, what are you doing?
Dave, you'll never guess what I'm doing right now.
Are you opening up the present? For a second, I was like, should I be doing like a... Okay, no. I'm not gonna do like a Texan fucking accent. Fuck that.
Oh, no, sorry, Dave, but I think your present got lost in the mail. Unfortunately, it might be gone forever.
John, what the fuck?
Maybe you could just send me another one whenever it was.
Dude, no. The thing I got you was fucking priceless and irreplaceable. If it's lost in the mail, there's literally zero chance you will ever see it. You will see... What? You will see another one like it. It's ever in shape or form.
Wow.
I should really stop, like, streaming these types of games because I'm really bad at reading dialogue. Practice makes perfect, though, so I win.
That sucks.
Okay, well, whatever. TBH, that's probably the fate it deserves.
What was it?
Never mind. Just some more ironic trash from your best and coolest bro in the whole world. Just forget it. If I tell you, you would probably be sad it's gone, so this is a secret, and I will take it to me to my fucking grave. Do you understand, Egbert?
Yeah, that's fair.
So, what are you really up to? Are you playing that dumb game with Rose yet?
What? Oh, no, that got lost in the mail, too. It's also gone forever.
Holy fucking shit, John. I leave you alone for 2 seconds and everything goes to hell. This is why I can't start pestering you for a second. You just lose complete control of your life the moment I turn my back. How do you even know what got lost in the mail? Like, how can that even be formally verified in any way? You haven't even been waiting for it that long.
Because the mailman told me so.
What? Okay, I know I say this almost every fucking day, but that is actually the dumbest thing I've ever fucking heard.
It's true, he was almost quite sure about it.
First of all, John, mailmen don't know shit. They're just guys who walk around handing letters and stuff, and they have zero knowledge of the greater workings of the mail, let alone the specific fate of any given package. Unless there is a tracking number or some shit, but even then, the mailman isn't really the guy who deals with that. The only way a mailman would know for sure if someone's mail got lost is if he was the one who lost it. or, like, deliberately fucking destroyed it. Between the game and my sweet present going missing, something smells fishy here. John, are you sure the mailman didn't steal all your shit?
Of course I am.
I don't know, man.
He wasn't even holding anything when I talked to him. Not even a mailbag.
My alarm bells are going fucking haywire here. It sounds like this incompetent dipshit just lost all your mail and is trying to cover his ass.
No.
Are you sure you didn't fuck it up? Like, get... Are you sure you didn't fuck it up somehow? Like, get mailman stink all on it and in a fit of shame and panic, like, buried it or dunked it in a smelly hole?
Dave, this is insane. You're being so paranoid. Besides, aside from the birthday present, why do you even care? You think the game is stupid and you don't even want to play.
Well, yeah, I was lying my ass off to sound cool and aloof. Of course I want to play this game. It sounds like it's like this whole rad thing we were all going to do. Can't you people just be fucking normal and like, can't you just play WoW? Why you gotta fucking do this bullshit? Just play WoW together, for fuck's sake. Did WoW come out? Homestuck came out in like 2009. Was WoW out by then? I'm pretty sure that WoW was out by then. So fuck you. They're being weird. Play WebKids. Play fucking Animal Jam together. That definitely wasn't out in 2009, but I don't care. I think Club Penguin is out in 2009. Why can't these bitches just fucking go on Club Penguin? I don't understand why they're like, oh, we gotta play fucking Sburb. Fuck off. Of course I want to play this game. It's like this whole rad thing we were all going to do as friends, and now it's ruined.
Ah, you're right. That's a shame. I'm sorry.
I know there's just some feeling I had that we needed a reason to play this thing for, like, Destiny reasons or some shit. Sorry to blow my cool cover and start sounding like Jade or whatever, but I'm kind of pissed off right now. Especially that I know that you won't get your sick bunny.
Bunny?
Forget I said anything.
Lol, okay.
Anyway, that was all aggravating bullshit aside. What were you gonna say?
Oh, right. I made a new friend. What?
A friend? Bullshit.
No, it's true.
John, this is so unlike you. You don't have any fucking friends. None of us do. We're a bunch of total fucking losers.
I know that, but today is a different story. I think I might be branching out a little socially. Like, I'm turning a corner and becoming a valid, legitimate person while on his way to adulthood. Come on, Dave. Why can't you just be happy for me?
Fine. So you're hanging out with this person right now?
Yes, he's in my room. Rummaging through my stuff. He's quite the character.
Who is this guy? Please tell me he's not cooler than me. I could not handle that.
He's not cooler than you, Dave. No one is.
Okay, thank God. So, tell me about him.
Well, you know that mailman I was talking about earlier?
Yeah?
Well, you see, it's the mailman.
Jesus fucking Christ.
What?
John. No.
What's the big deal?
Do I even have to explain why a 13-year-old kid shouldn't become buddies with the fucking mailman and hang out with him in his room? Does your dad know about this?
Well, no, but I'm trying to avoid him. He's in one of his baking frenzies.
You do realize it's the same guy who likely stole your game and my precious present, right? My precious present. That's my Dave voice now. Hello. Fuck you. He probably sold them in the black market or worse. He did something fucked up, like flush him down the toilet.
He didn't do that. Dave, it would make no sense to do that. You're being crazy.
Okay, dude, but you were the one chilling with a random postal worker in your bedroom on your birthday. I'm just trying to look out for you. What sort of sick fuck would even want to come into your house? How old is this fucking guy anyway?
I don't know. He seems kind of ageless.
What?
Dave, that's just the thing. He's barely a person. He's just a friend.
I feel like I'm losing my mind.
Listen, I don't expect you to understand. He's just a fun, harmless person who happens to have no particular defining qualities whatsoever. What's so crazy about that?
Nothing, I guess. I just don't know anymore. It's fine. Enjoy your buddy. It is your birthday after all. So you get to call the shots. So what's the agenda? What's he even doing now?
Well, it seems he got a little bored when I've been talking to you, and he's spread out most of my belongings across my bedroom floor to examine everything. And now he's just messing with stuff, like my magic. It's pretty cute. I like this guy.
John, I'm gonna run something by you. I hope I don't blow your mind or anything. But what if This guy isn't even a mailman.
What? Dave, no. I refuse to accept that.
Okay then, genius, tell me what this. Tell me this. What is he wearing? You said he had no defining qualities? Well, clothes are definitely defining qualities, so what are they?
Okay, he isn't wearing anything but a sweatshirt, but I didn't want to mention that because I knew how weird it would sound.
Okay. So, no mail uniform, no mailbag, no like fucking mailman hat, just no pants.
Yes.
But not anything weird or like that.
See, I told you, he's like a pet? She says as a condescending, you know what I mean. Part generic person-y type and part like just fun, friendly sort of humanoid creature. I'm not really explaining this.
Wait, I said that wrong.
I'm really not explaining this well. The point is, he said he's a mailman, and I believe him because he's my new friend. End of story.
Okay, he's the fucking mailman. I don't care if you think he is. Okay, fine, whatever. So, like, cool. I guess we have a new friend. So, do I get to meet the mailman sometime, or what?
That is a good question. I hope so. I wouldn't be surprised if he found his way over to you. I can't put my finger on it, but something tells me he's a well-traveled fellow.
You really think he's going to well-travel his ass 2,000 miles over here to come visit me?
You never know. Mailmen do get around after all.
Shit, that checks out, actually. Okay, I'm getting kind of excited now.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear. I should probably get going. He's really going at it over there with my bedroom crap. I don't want to be a rude host.
Okay, I'm gonna leave you boys to it. Happy birthday, dude.
Thanks, Dave.
I totally thought there was more to this route than just that. I mean, okay. I could have, like, I thought something else happened in that route, like in like the good ending, but no, you kind of just walk into John's house and then John like talks with Dave and then the route ends. Okay, I guess. Okay, Rose time. On the advice of your new friend John, you go to visit one of his close comrades. Close only figuratively speaking. It seems she lives all the way on the other side of the country. That's no problem for you, though, since you have your new powers let you hop anywhere, anytime, even to places that don't exist. Well, you don't think your powers let you do that. You just have this distant metatextual feeling that you could pretty much go anywhere at this point. You know that doesn't make any sense. There's nothing that doesn't make sense about your friendship, though, and that's exactly what you're going to do. Friendship, that is. You're about to go do some friendship by making a new friend. Her name is, you check your notes, Rose. This is her house, apparently. Looks kind of weird and modern, and it's situated in the middle of the woods for no reason you could think of. Also, it's pouring rain, which is not what you would describe as ideal friend-making conditions. Still, nothing stops a mailman. Not from delivering mail, nor making friends. Rather, famously, rain and another similar weather patterns provide no deterrent to the performance of his duty. And there is no duty more important than friendship. Holy shit, a lesbian. I would love if it just fucking said that. This girl looks fucking gay. This girl looks like the type of gal who would fucking get married to a vampire lady 10 years later. It was more than 10 years. I don't fucking care. I don't remember how long Homestuck is supposed to take place over. Is it like 8 years? I don't know. It's a lot of years. Suddenly, a woodland girl approaches. Who goes there? Oh, it's a new friend, Rose, obviously. There's literally no one else this could be. You introduce yourself. You're the cool mailman who John told her to expect a visit from soon. You would doff your mail hat to signal a friendly greeting, except recently you accidentally dropped it into the sewer along with all your other mail-specific clothes, as well as all the mail you were supposed to deliver. Ooh! That drop, though. Shakes my ass to the beat cutely. Along with all your other mail-specific clothes, as well as all the mail you were supposed to deliver, as you explained to her, Greg, in an inconveniencing manner. God, Homestuck's writing. They use weird words that I don't know, and I sound like a dumbass. It's not a great start, you admit, but you've done much worse. You are... Okay. Oh, fuck, I dropped a thingy. You are not a mailman. Yikes. You are busted almost immediately. You briefly consider whether you should be doubled down on the lie or try to say something mailman-like. Or whether the right call is to come clean, since you clearly is too smart for this amateur bullshit. But it's taking a few seconds too long for you to decide, which looks guilty as hell. That is, the jig is up. You slouch in defeat and ask her if she would please consider not telling John. Your heart couldn't take it if he found out your entire friendship was based on a lie. You want me to keep a secret from one of my best friends to protect their feelings? I'm giving her like a Valley Girl voice. What the fuck? That is not Rose. Everyone just gives her the like generic like, hello, I am a sophisticated woman voice. But she's 14 also, so I don't know, whatever. To protect the feelings of random buffoon who I've never met and arbitrarily showed up to my house in this remote wilderness like a creep. Saving there? No. Man, you guess today is the day you really got owned by teens. She's totally right. What are you doing just wandering up to her house without calling first? It's totally disrespectful of her time. No need to self-flagellate. It was a simple suggestion to more critically examine your... Aw, she's gonna be annoying to read her dialogue. Ugh. I fucking hate Rose. It was a simple suggestion to more critically examine your motivations and actions in the future. No, she's right. You're going. You zap away, aiming for a spot half a mile into the woods where you could become properly soaked and miserable. But instead of trees, you find yourself standing in front of a bank of computers. Shit, you misfired. Wait, you remember seeing a big MILF, hold on. Wait, you remember seeing a big structure off in the distance where you were just in front of Rose's house. You figured it was just some sort of office building, but this looks more like a factory or a secret research lab. The computers show you coordinates on a screen that don't mean anything to you. A countdown clock is frozen at on 4:13. All this, okay. I was like, wait, did I read? Oh, okay. All of this has the trappings of a tableau someone set up for you to see. Turning away from the screens, you wander down a long line of gleaming science fiction equipment. It reminds you of pictures from the old computers from the 1950s, the ones that take up entire rooms. Bet you could go back and visit some of those if you zapped hard enough. Okay, wait. I want to get the bad ending. I forgot which one was the bad ending. Yes, that is what you want. An interesting proposition, if for no other reason than its odyssey. I admire your resolve in the face of humiliation. This doesn't mean we're friends, though. Oof, rough. Well, that's fine. You're hopeful. Your mind is fuzzy, but you think you'll remember this. You're good at this. You're excellent at making people like you through your underhanded means. You can't wait to take advantage of this 13-year-old girl's goodwill. Okay, wow. Not like that. Let's not be fucking weird. In fact, let's let that be the last creepy thought you have for comical purposes. S-grade jokes only. Let's all get our brains out of the gutter. Rose raises a thin eyebrow. There's something unsettling about her deep violet eyes. You're pretty sure most humans don't have eyes like that, but what the fuck do you know? You're a stranger around these parts. Wait, you're a human too? Whatever. It's not a big deal. Not where there are friends to be made, or something. You want to come inside? Unless I'm interrupting your eternal dialogue, of course. Far be it from to ever cut short of any sort of navel-gazing beside bear. This is just so ever so slightly wet out here. You would absolutely love that, if it's not too much trouble, of course. You wouldn't want to put Rose out. You're lying, though. You're 100% fine with being absolutely infuriatingly obnoxious if it means making a friend. Rose purses her lips, considering. Your predilections toward mailman mimicry weren't all that John told me about. Oh? He also said you had certain powers. Powers of teleportation and time. Okay, wait, which one of these was the bad ending? God damn it. Okay, whatever. I told him that he must be mistaken, since it's a well-known and accepted fact that magic, although a popular and highly engaging subject of fiction, is fake as hell. Oh, you zappy powers? No, these are totally real and not fake. Real in a different way than you being a mailman, that is, since that is all you actually made up. Is that so? Prove it. You shrug. Easy enough. You hold out a hand, and after a moment of hesitation, Rose puts her fingers in yours. Her nails are long and sharp and painted glossy black. She closes her eyes, and her umbrella drops. Should I picture my room or something similar? I am not quite sure how this is supposed to work. She still thinks you're fucking with her. You tell her that you guess she can do that if she wants. The two of you zap inside the big modern house, and when you open your eyes, you find yourself in a large, messy bedroom. Oh. She drops her umbrella. You really did that. She's doing the hand thing! I just realized she's doing the... Oh, I'm so unbelievably entertained by that. Okay. Rose stands in the center... Hold on. Yeah, okay, she's doing the hand thing. That's great. Rose stands in the center of her room in full rain gear. Her boots track muddy prints into the thick white carpet. Surprise! You really are magic. Rose puts a small hand against her perfectly painted black lips. She seems momentarily lost for words, and you get the feeling that this is not the thing that happens very often. Her eyes are wide and deeply purple. They're sparkling, you might even say. Hold on, I'll be right back. Stay here. Don't go into the hall. It's not safe. You tell Rose to take her time. You're happy to just be standing here dripping on our nice floor. God damn it, so the other one was the bad ending. Ugh, I remember nothing from Rose's route. I just know the ending. Okay. The good, canon ending or whatever. She leaves the room and you take the opportunity to examine your surroundings a little more closely. The bed is unmade, books are strewn across the floor carelessly, and a collection of half-drunk cups of coffee crowd the desk. Half-finished knitting projects lie in soft piles all over the room. In fact, there's a lot of evidence that this room is often occupied by someone with a lot of interest who has trouble settling down and putting her attention to one thing at a time. Man, you relate. Not with interests, but with friends. You can't imagine settling for just one. Rose has a number of posters on her wall, although nowhere near as many as your friend John. A calendar hangs beside the poster, days ticked off with little X's, all the way up to 413, which is circled. You step closer to read the year date up in the corner, 2009. But what the hell do you care about the date? You can make friends all the damn week, rain or shine, night or day. Rose sure has taken her a while out there. She told you that it isn't safe out in the hall. Maybe she hadn't been quipping. Maybe she hadn't just been quipping. Maybe she's actually in trouble. What should you do? Stay put, you fucking dill. What the? I just YouTube pooped myself. You fucking dill. You fucking cheese. Can someone make a YouTube poop of my streams, please? I would be really happy if you did that. Your patience pays off almost at once. Rose is back and is looking significantly more put together. Also, she brought you a towel. Here, I'm not overly attached to anything in here. It's mostly just childish nonsense. I haven't bothered to get rid of myself. But I appreciate it if you tried to not drip all over any of my notebooks. She had changed out of her raincoat and boots, and she's dressed in a neat black shirt and a white shirt with a purple blob thing with tentacles. What is it with these kids and their blob shirts? Now that that's dealt with, please sit down. She crosses her legs. Suddenly you feel like you're at a job interview. A friend interview. You wish you weren't a little less damp. Actually, let's switch places. You're still pretty wet. You don't want to mess up her bed spread. Don't worry about that. That's what washing machines are for. Now, let's talk about magic. Which up until now I have always taken for granted as being something confined to storybooks. Rose takes a wistful look around her window grayed over and blurry with raindrops. You get the feeling that she's doing it for the effect, and that's why she wants you to switch places with her. And then comes you, the not a mailman, with a penchant for showing up and attempting to make friends with unwilling children. Well, fair, she's got you there. But honestly, she might be an unwilling child, but she doesn't really seem to be unwitting. Or unwitting, not unwilling, my bad. On the contrary, she seems to be quite witty. I'm glad you noticed. She folds her hands and clears her throat. You think that if she had any notes, she would be shuffling one of them. And so, the question remains, are you a good witch or a bad witch? Or are you a wizard? We've already established that you are not a public servant. Is there a difference between a witch and a wizard? Of course there are, but exactly how specific a difference can vary. According to some works of fiction, a wizard is just a witch's male counterpart. But in certain mythologies, for instance, Arthurian legend, there appears to be a different class spread. Witches reside in court and are classically trained, while witches are self-taught and run wild through the forest. I don't deny those differences tend to often be gendered as well. You ask her which one she is, a witch or a wizard. Me? Rose shrugs, uncrossing and recrossing her legs. You shrug and say she seems to know a lot about them. I know a thing or two, but can I tell you a secret? Oh my god, Rose. She has no idea how you would love to hear a secret. I find them wizards, utterly reprehensible. They disgust me. Everything from their floppish robes to their grisly beards. It's my mother who is the wizard enthusiast in this house. Although, she glances from side to side, theoretically. Most of the things that Rose does seems to be a little bit theatrical. She kneels on the carpet beside a clutter of books. I don't know. I don't show these to many people. I actually haven't showed them to anyone. Not even John? John seems like a pretty cool guy. Definitely a guy worth sharing a few notebooks with. Rose laughs. No, I have not shown them to John. I've only shown them to Strider to punish him. You nod, pretending that you totally know who this Strider person is. You are a totally normal dude with an absolutely ungodly number of friends. A shadow moves through the center of you, a troubling moment of deja vu. You do have a lot of friends, do you? That feels true, but the only people you know here are John and Rose. Weird. You try to put it far into your mind and listen to Rose. She's talking about this mysterious Strider, flipping through one of his journals, too quickly for you to see anything specific, only that it is full from cover to cover. As if my modest writings are the sole source of homoerotic tension in his life, when his brother is the one who insists on filling their home with assorted dick butt for ironic purposes. Rose rolls her eyes. Whoa, say that 10 times fast. Jesus Christ. Oh boy, you missed the beginning of that. It's probably, I want to see Bro! Fuck, I'm so mad that there isn't a Bro sprite. I mean, there's an adult Dirk sprite, but it's not Bro, so it's not the fucking same. Fuck you. And also it's Homestuck too, so I fucking hate it. Rose was searching through her notebooks, checking markings on the spine that seemed to be sort of cataloging a system of arcanine symbols. Arcanine? That's the fucking Pokemon. Oh, right. She seems to she does something quick and complex with her fingers, and another notebook pops into existence and falls into her lap. You gape. She really is a wizard. What? It's just a Sylladex. A child key to use one. Here. You are a child! You are fucking 2 years old, bitch! This notebook has a couple of drawings in it, but most of it is filled with small, neat handwriting in lavender ink. Is Rose writing a book? No, don't be silly. I'm writing 4 books at least. 5, depending on whether or not I flesh out Calmazius' backstory. It isn't strictly necessary, but it does add a certain amount of valuable character insight, which renders their actions in later volumes more sympathetic. Not that I need all my anti-heroes to be sympathetic. I'm just thinking of what the literary reviews would say. You nod. Smart. You would have never thought of what any literary reviewers would say. She's honestly pretty impressive for someone her age. Age has nothing to do with it. But don't get carried away. It's only a rough draft. You ask her if you could take a look. She hesitates, but you doubt she would have shown it to you if she didn't want you to look. What the hell? You can trust a strange spherical imprint you met outside in the rain. Who can you trust? Oh, I phrased that weirdly. What the hell? She must be like, what? I don't know. Fuck. This bitch. Right? Your thoughts exactly. Rose hands you the notebook and you open it at random, letting fate guide you your hands. Friggalish bothered at his beard as if... Friggalish bothered his beard as if unkinking a hitch of long silk windsock. A more pedestrian audience would parse the exhibit as a nervous compulsion. Behavior to... Oh my god! This route is so fucking long! I don't think it's long, I just think it's very wordy, which makes it seem way longer than John's. A more pedestrian audience would parse the exhibit as a nervous compulsion. Behavior to petition I'm not reading this. Fuck you. I'm sorry, Rose. I'm not reading that. Rose, I love you. I'm not fucking reading that bullshit. Wow. I choked on air. Wow, this is pretty dense, but smart. You stroke your own imaginary beard and pretend to ponder the deeper meaning. Yes, intriguing. Zapperpan and Friglish. Clearly there is some history here. Yes, clearly. But what the two of them shared went beyond simple romance. That is why it has gone so spectacularly sour. Rose becomes increasingly more adamant as she tells you about her gay wizardosies, like she is far more interested in them than she is in herself. They share an intelligent bond, a mutual dedication to knowledge and the preservation of such. The goal of the learned is to amass their wisdom and keep it from the general dimension into the main populace of wizards. I should just fucking talk like a robot, because what she fucking sounds like, goddamn. They fed it into their apprentices in drips and drabs. Of course, this will eventually lead to the ruin. Of course, you flip further in the book, searching for the part where it leads to the ruin. Ruin sounds interesting. No! I'm not reading your fucking gay wizard fanfiction! One of the pictures, the most recent maybe, since it's on the very last page of the journal, is two young wizards, twins maybe. They have gray hair and are wearing slick green suits. They are standing back to back with their arms entwined, staring into the middle of the distance. It's very anime. You contemplate Rose on her artistic prowess. Yes, thank you. They're alright. I'm a much better writer than I am artist. You tell her you think she's really good, way better than you. You're absolutely positive she's going to be famous one day. I appreciate the encouragement, though I know you're just trying to flatter me due to your strange thirst for affirmative experiences. John told me about it. Damn, busted, but you do think she's really talented. It's fine. It's not as if my social calendars are full out here in the middle of the woods. Don't tell anyone that I don't have many friends. And don't tell them I've been drawing. He'd be insufferable. He? Never mind. You assure Rose that her secret... Who is she talking about there? I have not read Homestuck since, like, middle school. I don't remember who she's referring to. Is it Dave? Is it one of the trolls? I don't know. You assure Rose that her secrets are safe in hand back in her journal. Oh, fuck. Are safe in hand back her journal. You're really excited to hear about her new friends, if you might be so bold, her wizard stories. Although, wait, I thought she said she hated wizards. What is your point? Well, you're no expert on wizards or Rose, but it seems like she actually does seem to like them, because she has several notebooks full of wizard fiction. You aren't trying to, like, get real here, but maybe it's possible her mom isn't the only one in the family who likes wizards? Rose puts her books out of your hands, bat and the rest of the books, and vanish into thin air. Right. Oh, that must have been, what did she call it? Siladex? She doesn't look angry exactly, but the lines around her mouth and her eyes have softened about her book have hardened back. Her eyes glitter menacingly. Oh, is that right, Prude? Well, why don't you diagnose me? Oh, hey, wow, you weren't trying to be condescending or whatever. Clearly. Were you aware that it is a common psychological phenomenon for an individual to react to trauma by creating fictional representations of, oh my god, of that which may have caused them bodily harm or emotional dismay? To suggest that the portrayal of those fictional renderings or somehow condones them or supports them is absolutely absurd. Rose would be a pro shipper. If Homestuck was written in like 2020, Rose would be a pro shipper. Like, I'm reading this and that just clicked with me. I'm like, oh, she would fucking, she would fucking have a Twitter account and be like, fiction does not affect reality, or some shit like that. I don't know. Anyway, so what she is trying to say is that she draws wizards to cope. Rose rises regally to her feet. The lightning strikes, returns to an ethereal silhouette. What I'm trying to say is that I don't need to justify my fictional predilections to you or anyone. No, she's totally right. You're sorry that you were trying to suggest that she might like wizards. It was horribly presumptuous and not at all a way that friends should react. You are so sorry. You promise you will never let that happen again. No, I don't suppose it will. It probably is just because Rose's hair is such a pale blonde, but it almost looks like she's glowing in the dim bedroom. Like light behaves in a little differently around her than it does on anyone else. Would you look at that? It appears the rain has lightened up a bit. The rain hitting the— oh fuck, is this the bad ending? God damn it! I don't want to read through all this fucking dialogue again. The rain is hitting the window so loudly you're about to have trouble hearing. And your point is, you could just zap yourself out of here to where weather is drier. Fuck off. God damn it! Ugh! Oh, I read through all that for nothing. I thought that was the good ending. Fuck you, I hate lesbians. I just wanted to see the MILF. I know this is the bad ending. I just wanted to see her. Tiger. Might wanna let me... Oh, there is no bad ending. I forgot. Okay. Okay, go look for her. Fucking Christ. I don't want to go through all that again. You are too anxious to sit still, and you aren't the sort of person who just sits there and waits for friend opportunities to fall into the lap. Better to run headlong into danger, or as much danger as a minimalist upper middle class house in the middle of the woods can offer. Rose just told you that it isn't safe. You keep out into the hallway where a bunch of things happen more or less simultaneously. A deluge of quick-time events that you have no idea were coming. Lightning flashes in a perfect jagged line across the tall window at the end of the hall, followed immediately by a crash of thunder, so you think the house might be falling down. Or abruptly, all the lights go out. What? I love that it's literally just your fucking Homestuck sprite. It looks so fucking out of place. Okay. Another flash of lightning, and for a vertiginous moment, you see a long, thin figure superimpose against the window. You freak the fuck out, jumping about a foot into the air and yowling like a cat. A small hand lands on your shoulder and you jump again. Calm down, it's just me. Rose speaks in a normal tone of voice, and it's jarring. The house is echoey and cavernous, that there's almost something about the dark house on a stormy evening that makes you want to whisper. I told you to stay put for a reason. It's too early for my mother to be sauced enough to not notice random strangers in our house, and I don't want to go through the tedious process of explaining who you are. You have a perfectly understandable reason for why you left, and that is the reason why you were lonely. Rose snorts. Cold meant you were cold. Well, you are soaking wet. Follow me. She grabs you by the wrist and tows you down the hall. You wonder if you should warn her about the strange, wraith-like creature you just saw by the window, but you don't want to freak her the fuck out. Although her mom might not like to be at risk too. Whatever, mom's so tough, she'll be fine. This probably isn't the first time she's gone toe-to-toe with some weird Slenderman. This house looks as haunted as shit. Rose brings you to a dark laundry room, then motions for you to take off your hoodie, which you do, gladly, because it's soaking wet. That's interesting. The design on the front, does it mean anything? Oh, yeah, it is kind of cool. A blue line with zigzags, one on one end like lightning. Looking at it makes you feel unsettled. You realize Rose is still waiting for a response, so you just hand her the hoodie and tell her no. You're pretty sure it's just an abstract design. Oh, fuck, okay. You continue to feel weird as Rose hits the dryer button and nothing happens. Fuck. She hits the button a few more times, as if that will make a big difference when the power is out. She presses her thumb and forefinger to the bridge of her nose. Well, you aren't going to fit into anything of mine. How tall is the MSPA reader? Because, like, realistically, it might be too big for them, but, like, the hoodie was too big for them. Really. She leads you down more long, dark hallways. Man, this is house is sure unreasonably huge. You ask her else if she's... Okay. No, it's just me and my mother and a horde of liquids, of not soluble liquid. Here, try not to drip on the carpet. You aren't sure how you're supposed to manage that, but okay. This room is large and dark, and when Rose parts the curtains, a flash of lightning illuminates a 4-poster bed, a long counter, and a shelf covered head to foot in bottles. Rose vanishes through another door, leaving you confused. This is all liquor. Shit, this is a lot of booze. Here, I'm not sure what you would like to wear, but this should work until the power comes back on, and we can have dry clothes. Rose hands you long silk robes. She won't miss this. I don't think she's ever been worn. She has this whole closet full of fantastic clothing that she never puts on. You take a robe and go into the large master bedroom. It's kind of a mess. The tub looks like it hasn't been cleaned in a long time. The robe gives you the same sort of knotted feeling of familiarity you get as your hoodie did, but you'd put it on anyway. It's a relief to get out of your wet clothes. You hang them carefully on the shower rod. When you head back to the bedroom, you find Rose standing in front of the wall of liquor. She's holding a bottle of Grey Goose and squinting at the label like she's trying to read the nutrition facts. I've often wondered what exactly the metrics of consuming this are. It tastes quite literally like burning. When she opens the bottle, and before you can protest that she is by no means the legal drinking age, and whatever the fuck you are, she puts the bottle to her lips and takes a sip, and she splutters. Ugh, that's terrible. You could have told her that. Straight vodka isn't for the uninitiated, even fancy vodka. You take the bottle from her. She hesitates for a moment and then lets go. You set it back on the shelf. This is really quite impressive liquor cabinet, liquor wall, liquor room. Her mom must really have a refined palate. Don't strain yourself. You can say it. What's the point of menacing words? She's a fucking alcoholic. Wow, this is intense. You're not sure if you were prepared for something like this. You were kind of counting on some silly shenanigans, maybe a couple of funny jokes. You weren't cut out for this. You get the feeling that at some point you might have to be cut out for this. You might have to be cut out for this sort of person for your friends, or potential friends could count on. In fact, you know on some level that this is true, but whenever you try to nail down any sort of specifics, you find a gaping lasuna in your experiences. It's all just white noise. Rose's shoulder slumps as she stands surveying her mother's bottles. She doesn't even have the decency to hide her distasteful habits. Who needs an entire wall of liquor bottles? She doesn't have people over. She doesn't have any friends. This is all just for me. Just more of her passive-aggressive act at femme fatale 1950s housewife with a death wish. It's just like the wizards. Wizards? Don't worry about it. You know how long it's been since I've had a home-cooked meal? And I'm not saying that I require or even deserve a lovingly crafted culinary masterpiece every time I sit down to eat. That's going a bit far. I know John complains about being plagued by fatherly concern every chance he gets. He's overwhelmed by pastries whenever he ventures from his room. I'm glad my mother doesn't poke her considerable nose into my private affairs. But I'm sick of eating oatmeal. Rose, I told you, don't worry about it. But you will worry about it. You worry about all your friends. All 2 of them. Rose smiles with half of her mouth. It seems to be all that she can manage. Lightning crashes. She looks so small and sad against this wall of bottles. You know how to fix this. Thunder rolls and you clench your fists. A friendship clench. You don't know who you are. You don't know why you're here, but you do know you have these powers. And what better reason to helping this poor young girl with her troubled home life? Rolling up your floppy sleeves, you get to work. What are you doing? You start with the dark liquors first. In your experiences, those cause the worst hangovers, and are more likely to contribute to the absence of hot motherly meals. The absence of hot motherly meals and the overcompensation of oatmeal. Consumption. You grab 2 bottles of rum and 1 of bourbon, which you tuck into your armpit. You then zap out of the house and into a clearing in the nearby woods a couple of hours ago before it started raining. You drop the bottles and go back for more. Are you just stealing my mother's liquor? Is this your solution to her alcoholism? Don't worry, Rose. You can thank me later. Rose is like, what the fuck? You go for the tequila next, then the vodka. Then you get sick of this organized approach, and you just start grabbing whatever the fuck and dumping it into the past. Rose watches you do this for a while, and then hops up on the counter, crossing her legs and starts texting. Wow, she's so intent on her conversation that she isn't even noticing you fixing her domestic situation. She gives you a little fleeting look, and you're pretty sure that she must be talking about you. You should just let her talk. It isn't right to invade your friend's privacy. You attempt to resist this temptation, but you fail at immediately. Not an even overused meme can save you. You sat behind her onto the counter where you can spy on her private correspondences.
I am sorry. I don't know anything about them. I'm sorry.
And here was me trying to take advantage of your uncanny ability to make guesses verging on prognostication. I'm recently considering a revealing on magic. You don't know who this person is. Maybe you should just... You go back in time a couple of minutes and Rose is starting a conversation. Your past self is busily zapping back and forth carrying liquor bottles. You hunker down so you don't see yourself and cause a paradox or whatever the fuck. Out of morbid curiosity to shine a light on my future, I hope I come with metaphorical hat in to ask you consult in your dream clouds. Why do you what you talk so annoyingly, Rose? I want to fucking punch this. I would not. Okay. Do you happen to know anything about a strange cardboard cutout creature masquerading as a mailman? Are you asleep?
Sorry, I had to scold Beck. He's been acting really weird all of a sudden. Anyway, is this about the same mailman that John was talking about? The fake one who hung out with him?
That's the one. They're currently emptying my mother's liquor cabinet in an attempt to prevent her from her overindulgence in herself.
Oh, are they drinking it?
No, I think they're just dropping it into the woods with their magic powers.
Oh, do they know that she could just go out and buy more liquor? That's something you can do where you live, right?
Yes, well, not exactly where I live. I think the nearest boozery is a good 20-minute drive. I'm not actually entirely sure where my mother got it at all. We don't own a car, as far as I'm aware. Sometimes it just feels like she has the ability to make things appear.
I don't know anything about them, I'm sorry.
And here was me trying to take advantage of your uncanny ability to make... Okay, yeah, that's what you said before.
There's probably some real magic out there.
Yes, for instance, the sort that lets you spy on your host's private correspondences while you're stealing your mother's liberations. With a contrite zap, you reappear in front of Rose. She sets her phone down and props her chin up on the delicate something. I missed that word. Sorry, you honestly don't know what got into you. You just couldn't resist using your powers for evil. Haven't you heard of with great power comes great responsibility? Rose is right. She's totally right. You've only had this power for like one day, so you still aren't used to the idea of being able to just zap all over the narrative. Clearly you did not appreciate the implications. Zapping all over the narrative sounds potentially stressful. Oh, you bet. You are incredibly stressed right now. Rose laughs. You apologize to her for stealing all our mom's drinks. That was kind of overzealous of you. No, actually, I thought it was hilarious. I've never really been one for pranks. That's always fallen more on John's wheelhouse, but there's nothing wrong with occasionally stepping outside for one's comfort zone. Let's do the vodka next. The two of you are working together gets the place cleared out pretty quickly. You zap Rose along with you to the bright clearing in the field, and for a moment she just stands in the sunbeam, blinking over the cloudless sky. What do you mean the cloudless sky? You could literally see... What? Hello? You can literally see clouds behind her. What the fuck? Bitch. Me criticizing fucking whatever. Just absolute the most nitpicking possible. Her expression says that there still might not totally be any convincing way of this happening. When all the liquor has been transferred from her bedroom to the woods, in a big glittering dragon's hoard of booze, you and Rose fall down next to it in a big messy heap. Well, you followed into a messy heap. Rose lowers herself daintily, sitting more on her knees than on her butt, probably trying to keep her skirt from getting dirty. You get the idea that though she lives in the middle of nowhere, she doesn't spend a lot of time outside. You tell her again that you're sorry you spied on her correspondences with her green friend Gigi. You also hope she isn't going to get in trouble with her mom. I am unduly not concerned. I'll tell her where it all is in a couple of days. Although by that time, I'm sure there'll be a good third of it will be water damaged. I'm sure this will have fantastic implications for our friendship and not all that exaggeration of emotion problems underlying her addiction. You laugh awkwardly. Well, now you just feel like an asshole. Rose lies on the grass and raises a hand to trace the fluff. Okay, so now there's a cloud. Now there's a fucking cloud. Excuse me. This writing is bullshit. She closes her eyes. Perhaps it's just projection on my part, or wishful thinking. But ever since I met you, I feel like something has changed. Or rather, something has failed to change, if that makes any sense. It's probably nothing. Her eyes flicker back open, endlessly purple, fixated on the sky like she can see something beyond it. And once again, you feel that there's something really crucial that you forgot. But at least you've made a new friend, and even if you don't think Rose's brand would ever allow her to call you such, you're lying in a sunny clearing next to a pile of alcohol. And honestly, it doesn't get much friendlier than that. Okay. That was annoying. I'm sorry. I like Rose. She's so fucking annoying to read her dialogue out loud. Okay, how long has this stream been going on for? My throat is getting sore. Like roughly an hour? Okay. I think I'm gonna play through Dave and Jade's and then I'm gonna call it a stream. I was originally like, I'm gonna play through the entirety of PESTERQUEST, but now I'm like, that sounds gross. I'm gonna be sitting here for like 10 hours. And also, I hate the ending. I wish there was an alternate, like, version where you could just play Dirk's route without the fucking, like, Homestuck 2 getting involved, because I want to see an entirety of Dirk's PESTERQUEST route without the fucking epilogue interrupting it mid-conversation. I don't want that to get involved. I just want to see a funny little Dirk thing. I love Dirk. Dirk deserves better for his route. It's bullshit. Anyway, we're doing the fucking, fan favorite, trans bi icon. Okay. As much as you enjoy your friends, they all seem a little lonely. Like, maybe they don't have any friends besides the one they talk to online. Is online friendship a reasonable alternative to the more traditional face-to-face friendship? Are relationships, and dare you say, families that you choose not just as important, if not more so than you feel in Dutch? Oh my god, what the heck's Homestuck? OMG, LPS Swag Sans, OMG, Homestuck Danganronpa Grandpa, oh my god, this is French Online, thank you for, asking. Anyway, damn, maybe we're on Dave's route right now, thanks for joining. We're on the fucking fan favorite little fucking gay little fucking bitch, yeah. You decide not to think about it too hard, but if you're being terribly honest with yourself, maybe you aren't terribly interested in the greater context of your found family interpersonal relationships in the instant message era. You got a fever, and the only cure for this disease is called friendship. Is to mildly inconvenience a few teenagers. As much as a delight it has been to make a young boy face his existential future, rob a woman of her booze statch, and then self-reflect on the value of the contextual relationships, it all feels a little heavy-handed. What you need to do is an emotional palate cleanser. There are 2 kids left on this tour de force, and both they make exquisite friends. Time to go full-on easy mode here. You've heard so much about this guy, you feel like you've got this one in the goddamn bag. With confidence, you zap yourself onwards. There he is. The man of the hour. The motherfucking, F to M by con. I'm so tired right now. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Okay. What am I looking at? Can I just end this at the kids? Because PESTERQUEST gets really fucking bad once it gets to the trolls. Okay, so, whatever. I'll talk about it later after I fucking finish Dave or something, but I don't like PESTERQUEST, after the main 4 kids, because it gets really bad and it gets messy, and they focus so much on DaveCat for no reason, and it's so frustrating, because there's so many other potential dynamics and themes that they could explore, but they keep forcing DaveCat into every fucking moment, and it's so annoying, and it makes me angry, because it makes DaveCat in canon efficiently worse, because the reason why DaveCat is good in the main Homestuck timeline is because the fact that they aren't compatible in those timelines, and that's what makes them good, the fact that they made it work despite everything, but they fucked it up. They fucked it up by making DaveCat canon in PESTERQUEST, having them immediately fall in love with makes literally 0 sense, and then having this one line that sort of implies that, like, DaveCat is a universal thing, and that fucking pisses me off. Anyway. I like to imagine that I'm MSPA reader fucking ranting about this and Dave's just fucking sitting there staring. Oh, sorry, you're already here. Wherever here is, it's blisteringly hot. You nigh instantaneously regret your choice of apparel. Why did you, oh, oops. You the mailman or mail person? You must be Dave. Rose mentioned that he talked a lot, and as you start to explain, it becomes apparent on how he is in this conversation you are. Not with you. Wow. It is unbelievably humid. Personal adjacent. Anyway, Egbert told me how you'd show up eventually. Which I never doubted for a second, since one of the core tenets of the United States Postal Service is that you visit 4 extremely specific and spread out teenagers while sweating all over yourself. Practically a crime to not be increasingly moist while you're out here delivering letters on the roof of a skyrise, which, as you know, is the most effective and legal way to drop off a post. Clammier than the New England potluck and wandering around on the roof. With no package. Is it actually really cool how much this kid seems to talk to you, but you are actually barely listening? What the fuck? You're actually barely listening. I like how I lost like 2 viewers after that entire fucking Dave Cat anti-PESTERQUEST Dave Cat rant. That's great. Has the sun always been that red? Has the sky always been that wavy? Are you alright? You're hardly alright. You tug at the collar of your soggy mess of a hoodie. This is overwhelming. Overwhelming, oppressive heat. An almost impenetrable air fills your lungs as you try to take a series of shallower and shallower breaths. The world fades away. This bitch did. Bro, I want to look at the background for... Wait, no, fuck, I clicked the wrong thing. I just want to look at the background. I want to appreciate the background. I fucking love... I really like fucking the backgrounds in this. That's one thing that I do like. I appreciate the backgrounds a lot. They're not, like, amazing, but they put little details in it, and I'm like, yeah. I like the Muppets Babies poster. When you wake up, you're sitting propped on a cheap futon in front of a large television. A rough approximation of a person does an elaborate series of controlled falls accumulated in what you can only describe as skateboarding for assholes. On your left, Dave exists in a quantum state that is also somehow sitting and laying down, but also neither. With the precision of a Swiss watchmaker, he is deftly pressed in a series of buttons that make an awful polygon man on screen T-pose and falls face forward to the ground. Seconds later, his skateboard flops helplessly next to him. He doesn't look far away from the screen as he speaks. So, I guess you lived? I guess it's not that I'm invested, but John might be sad. Classic John. You try to emulate his incredibly casual body language as you slide your body down on the futon. Your legs already barely reach the ground. Yeah, that guy's a dork, but I told him everything he knows. You ask him if you've taught him how to be a dork. You affect a completely uninteresting face, as though the sickness of your 3rd degree burn is not the single most exciting moment of your entire life. Gog damn. Owned in my own home. Owned within an inch of my life. I'm on the edge of reaching out that hand of friendship, and this chucklehead long live the king's meat. Thousands of gazelles trample my useless body as Jonathan's Taylor Thomas persona watches on. Who will raise Simba now? Who will raise Simba now? What the fuck is this sentence? Who will raise Simba now? Who's going to teach him about the combat? The lack of punctuation in Dave's text is also gonna be annoying because it's gonna throw me off how I'm supposed to be saying this shit. Goddamn, bitch. Philosophy. Life. By the way, I put your nasty sweatshirt in the corner in the shower. Save. Fuck you, Rose. Don't need this bitch. Okay. Which one of these leads to the bad ending? Is this like a nothing choice or? I do not remember. Okay, whatever. What? The shower? Yeah, it smelled, so I tossed it in there. Ran the hot water. You can thank me later. Won't someone need that? You don't want to put anyone out. You've already taken up so much of their hospitality. You also don't want to think that's how you're supposed to watch clothes. No, my bro's out for a while. Happens sometimes. Probably puppet related. He avoids the laundry minefield by opting for the nuclear option. Though you guess that makes sense. There are a lot of puppets out here which strike an extremely normal and reasonable and not at all a little wacky. Yeah, puppets rule, end of story. Shit, close the book on that one. Time for Betty Bye, kid. Little man about to get his 8 to 10 on snug as bug on a fucking rug. Tucked in oh my god, is he trying to rap right now? I'm gonna piss myself. Tucked the fuck out and tight as can be on his way to make Slumberland. Nimahu? Never fucking heard of him. Shit, hold on. He sits up to fish something out of his pocket. Ah, a phone. He gets a phone from his pocket. You're not sure what you were thinking. A perfectly normal human from 100% real and tangible Earth. No, you know what a cell phone is. What is it? That first gen? Yikes. He ignores your jab and he pretended not be reading over his shoulder, though it probably could not be more obvious that you are. Hi, did you meet the mailman? Oh, is this the gay ending? Is this the ending where fucking Dave gays out and then you fucking lose his... Okay. My guy, we have gone over this time and time again. How do I put this in terms you can understand? Have you ever met a mailman in your life? Even in that shitty concert flick you love, the dude has the decency to at least wear the outfit.
I knew you watched it.
No, I'd never waste my precious time watching even a single one of those the Z-list garbage you try to wreck me. I'm just stating sold cone fest. I said fuck, that was not a correct sentence. I like mixed up 8 different letters. I just need to read an outline and browse a few interview sites to see what people are saying.
I don't know. It sounds more like that you probably took a lot more time and effort just to watch the movie itself.
What I'm saying is, this is the mailman. I don't even think this is a person. You have thrust a person-styled entity into my life under the alluring guise of a parcel delivery, which I'm understanding right. This clown isn't even very good at on account of how bad they bungled the only delivery that mattered. At least Alond had the good sense to be spectacle of this absolute fucking tomfoolery.
Don't be a dick. The mailman is cool.
I cannot stress this enough. You would not know cool if it bit you right in the ass. Can you imagine?
No.
The dopest person you've ever met chomping away. Just really getting up in there. Ice cold and ear deep in a king's feast of ass.
What the hell are you talking about?
Try to keep up, Egbert. This will be on the quiz. He looks uncharacteristically startled as he glances back in your direction to find you only a few inches away from admittedly reading his private conversation with a friend. Jesus Christ, you were like a cat. How much of that did you see? You definitely didn't see him having a playfully flirtatious chat with a longtime friend. That is what he's asking. If that's what he's asking you. Dave desperately tries to refocus on his game hijinks. He makes his character, who you can see he has renamed his name. Who you can see he's named Tony Cock to do shit to be described as some insane flips and shit. Masterful. There's nothing flirtatious at all about two bros discussing eating ass. Just being straight as arrows who are also straight. I mean, like, how would that even work? It wouldn't. That's all Al really is to say about that. You reassure him it's okay to be honest about his feelings. You aren't really here to judge him. John seems very nice. They'd be cute together. Fuck, this is the gay ending. I thought the gay ending was like a final ending. Oh, that means I can't see bro unless I get the second bad ending, which will take 10 years to get through. Ugh. Together? Like, cow. No, don't tell me. I actually don't want to give a single shit about what this line of thought is. You might not have picked this up, but I am definitely 100% not a homosexual. Pretty much crawling in moist, voluptuous hoes on the regular. Wait, hoes are real? Hell yeah, hoes are real. And they're damp? Shit, it's... Oh, what the fuck is this conversation? Okay. Shit, it's like I gotta start at square one with this hapless asshole. What school do you go to? This utter astonishment you feel at this earth-shattering revelation sends you into consciousness for a spin, but you manage to steel yourself. This isn't the first time you're a customer. You tell Dave that hose is a gender-neutral term. Anyone can be a hoe if they believe in themselves. Hoe-like behavior has no limits, no master. This I can stand by. Despite just learning that they reveal mere moments ago, you are confident to say that to be a hoe is to be free. Oh. That's pretty dope, I guess. It's not like I've never thought of it. I mean, like, for the erotic payoff, obviously. Can you imagine the look on his face? His breastbone coming up with him with some dire news. I look at him, eyes red with tears, as I put a hand on his shoulder and say, John, not to alarm you, but I'm gay. Now you're clueless dipshit. Why? So finally won me over. No, that sucks. His speech has become even quicker than normal as he stands and paces frantically around the apartment, completely abandoning his poor Tony. I mean, this is purely hypothetical, and if I liked anyone, which I don't on account of me being too fucking smooth to tie myself down, it would probably be another one of my friends. And you don't know her, she's not from around here. So basically that means I can't have a thing.
A thing.
For John, case closed. By unanimously deciding the decision, the jury in favor of the defiant. Me. It seems like he's got a lot of thinking about this. Maybe this is a little bit too heavy for the first meeting. You already feel emotionally exhausted. No fucking way. We're in this for the long haul, partner. We are entrenched in this shit. You and me are fighting on the front lines of is he, isn't he in World War I. Troops are spilling all over the embankment, armed to the teeth with various literature pamphlets. I'm already learning so much about myself. Oh, is that good? The enemy is at its gates, and my sexuality of our heir support is nowhere to be seen. If I don't make it, tell my wife or maybe husband I died and like I lived. Completely baller in every conceivable way. This conversation train has just gone off the rails, but it is crashing headfirst into the nearest village. Some unsuspecting pamphlet fallen prey to its out of control ride. This is no longer a conversation you want to you have any say in. You desperately look around for a room for anything else to talk about. So puppets, right? Oh no. You fucked up, mailman. You open up the floodgates of introspection. We are balls deep in this discourse waters, and there's no way to blame but yourself. He stops pacing to look contemplative. His voice lowers a bit to a mumble. Is he still talking to you? Does he still want to talk about this, or is it is nearly impossible to tell? Okay, now hear me out. Do I have to come up with a gay name, or do I still have to be named Dave? I'm thinking Gave, but let's not kid ourselves. That's the amateur choice. Obviously, my full title will be Gave Strider Dick Rider. Okay, that's enough. There's got to be a better way than this. You were so tired. Abscond. Okay. Funny gay ending. Don't worry, they never addressed any of these feelings with John again. They just shoved Dave Kent down your throat like a fucking... I get angry. Okay. Dope. Dope. You're definitely the sort of person who says dope, often and casually. You tell him, dopely, that you are a person who is not caught up in the small details of decorum. Okay. In fact, it doesn't bother you at all that he took all your only worldly possessions and tossed them into the shower while you were unconscious. What's some light corpse looting among bros? Okay. While it dries, you can wear one of my bro shirts. He usually has a fresh stash hidden in there. Dope. Tight. Sick. Nothing weird about hiding some shirts in the living room. Just gonna have a look-see and holy shit, there are a lot of puppets in here. Yeah, dude puppets own. Enough said. My bro's got the market cornered on the puppet-based endeavors. Backed up against the wall like a feral beast hissing for more plush-oriented content. Little guy's probably just scared. Just wants to protect its nest and mouth-to-mouth it's feeding babies, but the only choice is puppet smuff for a reasonable fee. What the fuck does any of this mean? He looked back at Dave, but he's on his phone. God damn it. This is actually so cool. I'm dying. Holy shit. I don't know if you heard that over the mic, but something just crashed and exploded. Oh, I don't care, McGaffrey. There's something weird about this whole setup that you just can't seem to put your finger on. For one, you can't seem to find any secret shirts anywhere. It's all just puppets and plushes and DJ equipment. Oh my. Yeah, with my bro, you have to think of the potential for ironic payoff. That guy is just always one step ahead. Just when you think you've got it figured out with... I'm trying to fucking read this. Just when you think you've got it figured out, it was all just some trap to make you think you've gotten his goat. But that goat is long and gone. Makes you think that maybe there was never a goat. Maybe it was some kind of other barnyard animal all along. You've been duped into looking for a goat like some dumb asshole. Or maybe the goat gets really subvert the whole thing. You try to take a second to wonder if he's really using the term ironic correctly in this instance. By the dictionary definition, yes. A goat is getting you in the opposite of how the situation would go. Thank God you are settled on that. As you are about to reassure Dave that this joke tracks you by some movement in the corner of your eye. Was that a camera? No, it couldn't have possibly been a camera. Oh, nope, there it is again. There's a camera coming out of the ice dispenser. But there's more shit. Fuck yeah. I want to look at the background. I'm sorry. What is what is the thing on the door supposed to be? Is it a comic or something? I have no idea. Funny saw men, funny Bert. Anyway. It whirs softly as you approach, its mechanical eye trained on you. How long has it been since it's been watching you? Is this Dave? You lean in to take a closer look, but your footing catches you on something. You fall flat on your face. Dave seems too engrossed in this conversation he's having on his phone to pay much mind, occasionally mumbling something about a few... Oh my god. What the I just like disintegrated a little bit. Okay. Occasionally mumbling something out loud a few times before presumably typing out loud. You search for whatever it was that made you beef it so royally. You know, beef it, like fall down. That is a real phrase that humans say. A small tripwire that stands taut a few inches off the ground. You must have not disturbed it enough to set off whatever contraption it's attached to, apparently. Oh yeah, sometimes it's more of a psych out. You think, oh, fuck me, I definitely beefed it, which is a phrase that is a real thing. You sit down there, waiting on a bated breath, preparing to be fucked deep with a velvety marionette dick. And it never comes. You go to pay the rest of your day just waiting for the payoff of your dipshit mistake, and it never comes. You wake up in cold sweats for weeks, yearning for the release that will never find you, and it hits you. You've been fucking bamboozled by the master, yet again. There's no way to elaborate booty trap. What did that? I have no idea what that sentence meant, Dave. I have no idea what you're saying right now. No Rube Goldberg device set to an intact of serious, complicated shenanigans, ultimately resulting in being buried alive in a Kermit the Frog's plush ambiguous dong. Beautiful, really. Damn, bro, you live like this? I mean, yeah, I guess. Keeps me on my toes. Heels never even met the ground. A prima ballerina with a head full of dreams and nothing to lose. God's gift is piles ripping a straight and tasty tour and layer for my adoring fans. They go apeshit for this sort of thing, but it's just another day in the life of dancer extraordinaire Dave Strider. Haven't fallen for a single trap like that since I was a baby. Trained. Real rookie mistake. Mailman looking tired, maybe drained. Oh my god, is he mumble rapping at you? This is the weirdest day of your life. Got more plush ass than a puppet lost and found. King Strata drops the illest fires. Heavy cause it's in the crown. What the fuck? Rhyming puppet with the puppet. Call that puppet rhymes. Killing other ventriloquist. Puppet on puppet crimes. He goes on like this for some time. With what could be described as bars of a similar caliber. The narrative focus shifts to your inner thoughts out the necessity because it turns out writing raps is really hard. He isn't exactly great, but you're not really a rap expert, despite what your social media opinions might imply. Unless you count Hatch to Dance, which of course you do. Why wouldn't you? Wait, what does that mean? Why did you think of that? The whole scenario was a little weird and familiar to you. All these kids familiar to you. You feel like you learned something new about Dave and you feel like you sort of already know it. You can't place it. Despite having met Dave no more than half an hour ago, something feels slightly off about him. Something about his actions feels so performative in nature, like he's pantomiming in front of an audience. As the audience continues to rap, you remember that you are in front of an audience. You glance over to the camera, but also to hundreds of stuffed little creatures staring at you with their lifeless eyes. Amidst your revelation, you check back on Dave because I'm getting paid to write these jokes, so I should probably make with the fucking jokes already. Master of the tools, I'm the ace hard wide, got more hoes than a Grandmeyer? That's Gardener Grandmeyer. What the fuck? Yard care. Nice. The chaotic and surreal nature of the scene sends a shock of a nervous energy down your spine. You feel alarmingly nude without the comfort of your familiar warmth of your sweater. There is something about it that grounds you, something that felt like home. Dave concludes that his masterpiece was yet an elaborate series of yeah and uhs, just so you can see the camera turn away from him ever so slightly to focus on something else before retreating back into the ice dispenser. It almost makes it look a bit bashful. It's kind of adorable, actually, despite the fan fiction you've written in your head about a cool kid and his new best robot friend. The reality of the situation sets in. You have yet to make friends with this character, and it is all oh my god. And it all has kind of felt like surreal and weird to you. Maybe it's time to step back and hard reset to this continuity and try again. What does that mean? Feels like I'm just missing on an important piece of the puzzle here. Oh, did he hear that? How does this work exactly? Sometimes you just narrate what you're thinking. Kind of a baller move. Why has nobody called you out on this before? You put your hand on the counter to stabilize yourself and your fingers brush against something calendously polo. Just barely poking out from beneath the pile of discount plushies nobody's. What? Of discount plushie nobodies is a neatly retail folded shirt. Okay, so I forgot which ending is the good one. I'm pretty sure if you wear the shirt, bro gets pissed at you, so I'm just gonna skip through this. Why won't it let me? No. Load. Obviously you're going to, okay. There we go. Okay, you know what? Fuck it, don't wear the shirt. I don't know which ending is the bad or good one, but I'm pretty sure wearing the shirt is the bad ending. I might be incorrect, but no, because you go to Dave's room, so not wearing the shirt would be the bad ending. I don't know. Actually, I think you're fine as it is. No reason to shake it up with yet another outfit we'll have to eventually pay someone to draw. Let's take a second, reel it in for a bit. What the fuck is going on here? Isn't this, like, really messed up? No, what's messed up? How you deny my hospitality like this? I offer you someone else's property that you have to find among countless lifeless puppet corpses, and this is the thanks I get? Real cold, mailman. Damn, maybe I'll wear the shirt to protect me from this chill. Ah, enough, okay. Like, why isn't he in school? It's the middle of April. It's spring break, bro. Besides, I only subscribe to the School of Hard Knocks. Also several YouTube channels and periodicals, so pretty sweet deal over here, actually. You don't know he's actually really like this. You know he doesn't like living here. Oh, damn, is that true? What am I, like, apparently we got some formist expert in Dave lore here. PhD in stratodynamics. It's the first day of school and I'm here to class eager to learn. Got my pencil out, my freshest fit on. And I've got my dope trapper keeper with the Lisa Frank dolphins on it. Look at them and they're over there smiling like assholes. One blue, one pink, so we know it's not gay. Poor bastards don't know they're in a cartoon. Saddest story I've ever heard. The camera switches from its focus from Dave back to you, gauging your reaction. Ignoring it, you assert that you aren't trying to say you know him, just that, like, what? Okay, you seriously struck some kind of nerve here, but no, we're good. Just tell me more about my situation. You clearly have been spending more time with Rose, haven't you? Got me all figured out? Don't worry, if you gotta look at the Wikipedia article for abandonment issues or whatever, I can wait. Despite how flat his voice is coming out, his body language has made a telltale shift. He's been standing up against the back of a futon. His legs are out of his pockets. His technically true. His hands were in his pockets. It would almost seem like he was sulking if you weren't so convinced he wanted to kick your ass. Whoa! At the edge of your vision, you sense some movement. You didn't catch it exactly, but you're convinced it was there. You look over and there's nothing to be seen. Perhaps another hidden camera? There's something unsettling about being watched this whole time. There it is again. Every now and then, your eye catches the faintest presence of something moving just out of sight. The whole place feels like it's faintly shifting around. Oh! Amid scanning the room, a particular fucked up looking puppet catches your attention. These little shits are everywhere, but this awful little man's stare stops your heart just for a moment. Its cold eyes pierce you. Its plastering smile judges you. You look at it as briefly as possible, if for no other reason than to take note of how unsettling it is before looking back to Dave. What the fuck? What? Oh, oh, that's just Cal. Cal's the realist. He certainly seems real to you. You could have sworn he just moved around on his own. Yeah, man, he does that. Don't think too hard about it. See, this is what you mean. It's not that deep. Look, I know you have some weird hero complex or something. Gonna swoop in and save these kids from themselves. Well, bad news, kid. That's not what this is, and heroes ain't real. John and I understand, but Rose too. What the fuck? The insane tricks this guy must have pulled. Dave has shifted his weight forward. While his voice has not risen above a low mumble, this is the sort of tell to know maybe you should back off. This friendship thing is tougher than you thought. You're still on about that, huh? Look, I am no expert on friendship or anything, minus the fact that I absolutely am. But you ever think maybe coming into someone's home and fucking with their day-to-day life is a little fucking rude? Just hypothetical. As per normal, I'm stone cold unbothered by this turn of events. A stoic bestation in the... You're sorry, but did he just say stock? Stonk? What? Yeah. Stonk, like, unmoved. Does he mean stoic? I guess. Aw, Peas, you've done it now. You weren't trying to embarrass him. Aw, jeez. Oh, shit. You try and comfort him by saying it's okay if he's never heard anyone say that word before. Maybe he's only seen it in text. He frowns and goes quiet. This does not seem to be helping. This kid is completely shut off now. You try to bring up the puppets again. No dice. You even try to pretend to be super jazzed about Cal or whatever his name is, with seemingly shadow stepping around the apartment. Wow, so cool. Nothing. Dave takes out his phone and begins texting. Ah, is that about you? Oh, Beans, is he telling your new friend how much you beefed it? This could ruin everything. Ugh. Desperate times call for desperate measures, and this is the most desperate time you can recall. Our friendship is on the line. Cal continues to phase in and out like a poorly animated anime character, moving so fast you can't keep up. You try to take a few steps towards Dave. You've gotten to get him out of here while you still can. And you know just where to take him. About half a second into your stealth mission, you clumsily step on the puppet, and it makes a pathetic squeak. Dave stops for a second, but after a few moments, he returns to texting at the speed of sound to whoever is on the other end. Cheese and crackers, you can hear the notification sounds popping off. Whoever it is responding back. You can't waste any more time. You teleport to him as silently as you can. Besides you, Cal's disgustingly limp body flops haphazardly on top of the shelf. Guess he's done? You slowly reach out your hand. Time to get the fuck out of here and fix this. A large adult grabs you by the wrist. You turn to see it belongs to a muscular man in pointy sunglasses who wouldn't ever. Oh my god, he wouldn't just exactly describe as a twink, and not exactly a hunk, but most certainly not a bear either. In fact, why don't we just talk about it for some? Oh, fuck, I forgot about that part. Before you can begin your extremely important debate, you were flung unceremoniously out of a high-rise apartment window complex. As you free fall, you think, maybe he was more of a twunk. I like the idea. Dave said that apparently everything we're narrating, we're like mumbling out to ourselves out loud. So I like the idea that this guy is fucking like hurling at us out the window, and when you're doing it, you just fucking hear him like. But I am entertaining. Okay, wear the shirt. Okay, about to get you fired up though. Menagerie is multiplying with maybe not this second. Alright, damn. You accompany Dave down the hall to his room. You hear the shower as you pass through past the bathroom, and you peek in to see your hoodie and a nice gown on the tile being uselessly wetted by a low-pressure stream. Welcome, by the way. Wow, thank you. Okay. This bitch's room. Okay. Dave motions for you to go in first, giving you the privacy you need to change into an extremely starched polo shirt and nothing else. This collar will not go down. This is like absolutely what someone in 2009 would think is fresh as hell. You look around the room for a bit. There are so many things in here that would be a 13-year-old's wet dream, but to you it just seems a little much. It feels like this is a bunch of things that someone thinks they should look like. They should like. But let the fan art reflect that you put the shirt on at this point. There isn't a mirror in here, but you can sort of tell this is someone who's okay, I'm sorry. Once I get like I'm like almost 2 hours into this now, and I start like stuttering. And again, I don't think I'm gonna do Jade. I want to do Jade, but I'm getting tired of talking out loud. Fuck you. Okay, there isn't a mirror in here, but you can sort of tell this is someone out there's idea of a look. The door opens and Dave is standing there, but not walking in. He's leaning up against the door frame, sipping juice. Where'd he get a juice? What the fuck? Hallway juice, my guy. Hallway juice. What? Don't you keep foodstuff stashed around your house? What do you do when you get hungry? No, that's not it. You mean, what do you usually... You usually just keep it in the fridge or whatever. Too obvious. Someone gotta help this useless clown. You assure Dave that you've met many clowns in your day and only some of them were useless. Name one. Katako. You can't. Why'd you say that? Clowns are awful. Everyone knows this. I think clowns are delightful. That just makes me sad, because now I'm thinking about how dirty it is that this goddamn game did Gamzee, but whatever. Don't tell anyone, but Gamzee's like my #1 comfort character, and I hate how this game did him, because they go such a neutral route about him. It feels like they're doing they're just doing the most basic shit ever with Gamzee's character. They don't do anything interesting with him. And it feels like they're too afraid to outright try to paint him as like in a extremely negative light, but they also don't want to paint him in a positive light. Like they're trying to cater to both the people who really hate Gamzee and really like Gamzee at the same time, if that makes sense. Like I said, I haven't played this game since like 2 years ago, so like he has like some entertaining dialogue here and there, but I feel like overall, his character feels weird, his route feels weird, his route feels like the most basic shit ever that doesn't do anything to try to expand or like upon his character or even do anything interesting with his character. It's like, good route, you get high, bad route, Gamzee go stabby. It's like, yeah, okay, it's like anyone could have predicted that. It's like the most fucking basic shit ever, and there's so many things he could have done with his character. And the thing about it, they actively avoid his relationships. Like in PESTERQUEST, they actively avoid his relationships. Like there's parts where you think they're gonna bring up like him and Tavros, whether it be in a negative light or positive light. At this point, I would just be interested to see PESTERQUEST's take on their relationship, but they don't do it. They just completely ignore it. They completely pretend like Gamzee and Tavros don't know each other. Like throughout the entire thing, Tavros maybe names drops Gamzee once, and then like Gamzee's symbol is showed on screen one time. They never talk to each other. It's so frustrating because they're supposed to be good bros, but they act like the other doesn't exist because they want to avoid the Gamzee Tavros dynamic. I'm not just saying this because when I was in like high school, I was the fucking like world's massivest Gamtav shipper, and I still do kind of like Gamtav, not as intensely, but I still have an appreciation for it to a degree. You could just make them friends. In fact, I would even be interested to see them elaborate on the idea of their relationship being toxic. I would love to see that be elaborated on, but they don't do anything with it, and it's so boring. Anyway, what's Dave doing? I'm just talking about Gamzee because I love him so much. Is anyone still watching this? Is anyone at all? Yes, he's got you there. You know, despite the overwhelmingly plush decor of the rest of the house, there's a distinct lack of puppets in here. That's more what my bro's saying. Not that they aren't deliriously sick. Just a whole hospital ward full of the illest children you've ever seen. Each more up to pup than the last. Up to pup? Yeah, pup. Like puppets. You're going to be honest, it doesn't seem like his heart's in it. How do you mean? Well, it's just like he doesn't really seem to be all into puppets. Feels a little performative. Well, I guess I got my stuff I'm into. Like, if I were to rank it from 1 to 10, I'd say puppets are probably like a 7, a solid 7. You got this kid's on the ropes. Just one more push. In fact, you'd like to go as far as to say the puppet thing sort of sucks. It's sort of extremely weird. The cameras, the hiding things like an animal. It all seems a little, whack. For a second, he seems to look up to you, almost as if he's sizing you. Sizzling? What the fuck? Okay. There's a long stretch where Dave doesn't break eye contact with you as he finishes his cute little juice and crumples it up. He takes it... Wait, crumples it up? That was a glass bottle! Dave just fucking breaks it in his hands. He's fucking bleeding everywhere. He just fucking shakes off the glass and he's like, yeah, anyway. Damn, I could have sworn I had game. You're throwing me off, mailman. Yeah, that is correct. You are a faithful employee of the Postal Service. I mean, I definitely believe you, but let's say I didn't. Let's say I had a cool friend who, even though they were too cool to care about details like this, they were a little skeptical of this whole situation. Maybe they'd want some proof you were who you said you were before they let you go any closer to their friends, just throwing that hypothetical out there. What proof could he possibly need? Say the oath. What? Say the oath. The mailman oath. The thing about that is, I mean, unless you aren't really a mailman. Beyond his glasses, Dave's eyes shift ever so slightly to what you might describe as less of an immediately harrowing situation, but moderately priced-looking mullet katana mounted on his wall. You realize that maybe this isn't the best time to complain about your impeccable ruse. You can't believe you managed to put yourself in mortal peril yet again. Your wordless I almost said chunkle. Your wordless chunkle. Okay. You wordlessly chuckle and shake your head. Oh, the situations you get yourself into. Haha. Dave, not privy to your private thoughts for one, looks on. Why, of course you can recite the mailman's oath. You say with confidence as misplaced as it is unfounded. You perk up. Now is your time to shine. Maybe it's the popped collar, but you're feeling really good about this one. You got this. You have lied to tons of kids. One more and it will be smooth sailing from here on out. You open your mouth and there's a brief moment where everything feels like it's going to be okay. You immediately start sobbing and crumble onto the floor in a disgusting mess on the floor. Oh, fuck. Okay, wow. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, Jesus. Okay, it's gonna be alright. Dave squats down next to your deflated body and pats you a little awkwardly on what he assumes to be your shoulder. You say you're sorry you tricked him and you just wanted to impress him because John said he was so cool. It's, fine, I guess. Fuck, dude. Get a hold of yourself. He tries to get up, but you are desperately clinging to his shirt, confessing to the made-up crimes you didn't even commit. Look, my guy, we all make mistakes. Stop whatever this is. I'm pretty sure you are harmless. And I don't think you've actually killed anyone with your ass or wherever an accessory to burning an alien mall or whatever insane shit you just said. Yeah, you kind of just got caught up in the moment and just started saying made up shit. You ask Dave if he's mad at you. Nah, dude, get up. Dave helps you back onto your feet. You come clean in only a slightly more controlled, dignified way this time. You explain how there are huge gaps in your memory and that you somehow ended up with these abilities that let you traverse space, time, and sometimes even reality itself. Dave doesn't say much for a change, and it doesn't seem like he's listening at first, but you think maybe he just has one of those faces. Let me get this straight. One day, you just appeared in a suburb. No memories except you have some mysterious teleportation powers. You dug up some unsuspecting chumps looking mail for clues. Hold on, I gotta fucking fix my shirt. Okay. And through some ridiculous universal mishaps, you just so happen to stumble upon the most gullible looking fucking dork in the universe. Befriend him. Also, I'm there via text. Egbert gives you a list of friends to visit, and out of all the choices available to you, myself, and you go to see Rose first. Rose fucking Lalonde. Even though we were built up a good rapport when I told John you weren't a real mailman. Called it, by the way. Your first instinct is to visit the most heavily handed of us, of all of us for some light kinship. Power move, I guess. Mailman out here, wave dashing for friendship. Can't even spare a neutral for good old Strider, huh? Won't even be... Did I just skip some dialogue? What the fuck? Okay. Won't even be back into a corner and spam your ranged attack for the D-man. A tragedy in 2 acts. Both acts are titled Betrayal. You definitely understand what is being said and absolutely don't have to ask your friends what some cool video game words are. You are 100% not pulling the most boldest how do you do, fellow kids, the world has ever seen. Besides, is it really the thing you have to be focusing on right now? You fucking wound me, man. Of course it is. Nothing is more important to me than this. They say that most humans only use 10% of their brain, and that's because I'm using 90% of it to think. How dare you? Anyway, you can go anywhere. You can really go anywhere. See anybody you want? Sounds nice. For all but a moment, the act drops, and you see the corners of his mouth lighten a little. The fading afternoon light filters through his sunglasses just enough for you to angle to see his eyes shift ever so slightly towards the window. These subtle movements surely would be lost on most if you weren't so focused on how you were on trying to read him, or even how just slightly further away you might have missed it yourself. There was almost a loneliness in his voice. It must be hard to live here by yourself, so far away from the people who care about you. It's possible that you might have been so focused on trying to blindly make friends that you've forgotten in front. Sorry. My throat is getting scratchy. I will finish Dave's route and then I'm done. I think it's almost over. Okay. Where was I? Fuck. You've been so focused on trying to blindly make friends that you've forgotten that in front of you is a real living person. You can't help but wonder if there's something you can do. You said you could take people with you, right? Like, if you could teleport John around, would that work with anybody? That is it. That is, what the I don't know how to phrase that. The path to the kid's heart is clear as day. Fuck what you said just now. The friendship juice is so close you could practically taste it. You try not to look excited, affecting Dave's cool persona as you say, "Fuck yeah, you can take people with you." You scope out your fingernails because for some reason that is what you be trying to do to act cool. This works to the full extent that it can come. This works to the full extent it can come from. It can coming from someone who does not. How do people do this? I can't do it. My brain, it is breaking. Someone who not but 7 minutes and 32 seconds ago was rolling around on the floor, damp with their own tears. Did he have someplace in mind?
Yeah. I mean, I got some ideas I could bounce off you, I guess. How do you feel about...
Shh. With a swift finger to his mouth, you cut him off. He doesn't seem to like that very much, but you consider it a successful maneuver. There's no need for wars between friends. You know exactly where he wants to go. Just think really hard about it. Think where you want to be, Dave. Think about what is most important to you. Think about what you really want. It will be more magical this way. Friendship is magical after all. Oh, magic. Ha, ponies. You just made that up right now. Don't look it up.
Damn, guess that's true.
He closes his eyes and you put a hand to his shoulder. This is it. Putting your trust in the magic of friendship, you focus his power externally on as much as you are able. Flashes of distance but somehow familiar imagery course through you. This quiet stillness of the suburbs, the smell of the forest, the heat of the apartment rooftop, the ocean breeze. You extend it outward as much as you're able to. This is his rodeo. You are merely the vehicle. Hold on, I gotta look at the background. I know that that's Hussy in the corner. I don't know who the other people are supposed to be. Okay.
What the fuck? Oh, fuck yes.
The two of you are standing near a sign that says, "Please wait to be seated." A very cheery hostess has a brief exchange with Dave and ushers the two of you into an open table.
Oh, hell fucking yes.
There is no mistaking it.
Better get my motherfucking breadstick on. This is an absolutely an Olive Garden. Fuck yeah, it is. When you're here, you're family, dog.
Well, you're still new to this. You can't really seem to detect any irony in his voice. You thought for sure he might want to go see his friends. You thought you had him figured out.
First and last mistake, mailman. But you'll learn. Got my mystery. Got that history. Fucked up with the plot. My flows so heavy they leave you looking blistery. Racially ambiguous. My rhymes contiguous. All the OG of my with my homie with the breadsticks are contiguous.
You don't know what the fuck it is. You just let him go for a while. You don't even know if it is if that last one rhymed, but fuck, you are charmed by this little bastard. You sit back in your chair and just absorb it all, sitting in the worst restaurant imaginable with your new rapping teen friend, while the other patrons do their best to ignore his incredible rhymes. After a short while, Dave abruptly stops freestyling and you open your eyes.
Oh fuck, you know what time it is.
No, your Sprite doesn't have a watch drawn on it.
It's breadstick 30, no fuck.
Wait, I missed what he said.
Fuck me, I love breadsticks. I never talk about it. This is the only very real and hidden character trait that nobody knows about me.
Well, that sounds like a very real and hidden character trait that nobody knew about him. And we certainly are not finding this out now because of a series of seemingly unrelated events that possibly changed the continuity of this universe, allowing for these sorts of otherwise unnecessary, narratively unimportant traits to take shine. Wow, he is really going to town on those breadsticks. Maybe this is all French. Maybe this is all friendship needs to be. Spending some quality face time with a solid bro, and just absolutely decimating some bottomless breadsticks at a bad chain Italian restaurant. Maybe the real lesson here is friendship doesn't have to be grand gesture or high adventure. Maybe they're real friends.
I understand you're having a moment, but I'm absolutely going to eat your breadsticks if you don't stop talking about what the fuck friendship means to you.
Yeah, whatever you want. Get that Yay! I did it! It looks like penises. Haha, okay. Oh, I don't want to do Jade. I like Jade, and her root is probably the best out of the four. But I don't want to read her dialogue for another... Okay, where are we at now on the stream? Yeah, it's been 2 hours. I'm gonna call it... I I already said this before. My original plan is that I wanted to play through all of these, but I am now realizing that I absolutely cannot do that. So I'm gonna end the stream now. Thanks again for 9K followers, I guess. I'm gonna end the stream now. So bye. I'll see you dweebs later. Lol.